All right, good evening, everybody. Gino Gang here. We're at Vito Capizzo Stadium. It's Daffodil Weekend, and the boys are playing Nausset. We'd like to begin by thanking our sponsors. The Beauty Bar, Nantucket Electrical Contractors, Champion Rentals, the Steamship Authority, Highland Floor and Finishing, Sun Island Fuel, Billy Built Auto Service, Faucet Man, Plumbing and Heating, the Downy Flake, the Islander Package Store, Jewelers Gallery, the Visitor Center, JB Drywall, Nantucket Health Department, Sushi by Yoshi, Randy Affelt Heating and Plumbing, Island Fencing, Nantucket Estate Jewelry, The Wave, Pumpkin Pond Farm, Something Natural, Island Variety, The Homestead, Nantucket Health Club, UPS Store, BPC Architecture, Artistic Tile Installation, Keeper's Restaurant, Glidden's Island Seafood, Nantucket Folk Art and Wood Carving, and Nantucket Architecture. We thank all of our sponsors for bringing you this game, and Rick will be up in a second.
Welcome to Vito Capizzo Stadium for today's game, pitting the 7-0 Nantucket Whalers against the 4-3 Nausset team. I was just talking to the Nausset players. They had a 10-5 loss to Sandwich the other day, but they had a win over a powerful Marshfield program. And Gino, this should be another game that's a test for us.
Why are they in a different league?
Well, they're in the I believe they're in the Atlantic Coast League.
Oh, well, okay.
So they used to be in our league, in the Maritime League.
Why did that? Do you know why that changed?
Well, the Maritime League was a lacrosse-only league, and when all these schools started lacrosse, in their regular leagues they'd been in for decades, didn't have.
Then you can go like that. Okay.
Didn't have lacrosse, and so when they everyone started playing lacrosse, they had to invent a league just for lacrosse, and then as their regular leagues started picking up lacrosse for all their teams began to drop out of the Maritime League, and that was the case with the Vineyard, with Bourne, and several other teams. But the Maritime League still exists. It's just not as big as it used to be.
Got it. But they are a good team. This is a challenge for us.
Oh, this should be a challenge for us. Nausset over the years has always been a real physical team. They don't look as physically big as some of the teams they've had in the past, but I think their record's more impressive. And we'll see. Nantucket has been able to, so far this year, to dominate people with their first midfield. North Reading being the only really competitive game they've had so far. And it'll be interesting to see today how they hold up against another powerful team that's well coached. Talking to their coaches earlier, these guys know what they're doing. It's a program with a lot of history, so we'll see how the Whalers do today. Austin Starr is going to take the face-off with Cam Bartlett as the long stick midfielder, and Ben Lombardi on the far side. If Nantucket gets the ball, they'll likely sub off Starr and Bartlett and sub on Alex Small and Terrain Burton. They're in that first midfield group, as I said, is a real powerful one. Starr going for the clamp. Officials hold play here. See if we can hear what's going on. It's funny, you can tell these guys all know each other from summer games and stuff because they're all talking to one another at the start of the game, which that's all right, but you don't want to be too friendly with your opponents. Talking to the Nantucket coaches, they're very impressed with our kids' work ethic, the way they've improved this year. Our close defense is looking like a strong point this year. It was kind of a liability the last couple of seasons, but they've really come around. A sophomore, a junior, and a senior down there with West, McVicker, and Willett, and junior Keegan Downing in the goal. And he's having a good season so far. Nausset up with the ball off the little pop out of the stick. Down, get it behind the goal. You can tell right away that Nausset handles the stick pretty well. Trevor Good with the ball. Looks like they're running a motion offense. Number 23, Matt Villasisi, moves it up top. Looks like a pretty deliberate offense here for Nausset. They're going to clear out for a left-handed drive here. Number 7 brings it back. Andrew Sandoval, number 7, moves it along for a right-handed take. You can already tell that this is a nice, deliberate, well-organized team. They're taking their time. Their stick skills look solid. I think, as we said, Nantucket's going to have to play well today to compete in this game. Joel McVicker, the sophomore defender. Good. Double team here. Nice check.
Oh,
that was a really close call. One thing in lacrosse, when the ball's loose on the sideline like that, so often it's a better idea to let your opponent try to pick it up and check his stick rather than you try to pick it up. Ben Lombardi receives a pass as the pivot midfielder, brings it along that right-hand wing. Got a touch. Back to the junior Spencer West, first-year starter. Spencer's had a good season so far. He's distributed the ball well, and he's shown a lot of grit dodging inside. Here he goes. Nice trail check by Nausset, but that was a good check. Alex Small, nice play there, Alex. Scoots the ball to himself, keeps it in bounds. Alex, the athletic senior, who's going to be playing football at Springfield College next year. You all know him from the gridiron. Swim dodge, he's going to come back righty. Alex gets called for warding off. He would have turned it over either way because I think he might have stepped in the crease as well. Goalie Ethan Still brings it up for Nausset. Long clearing pass. Intercepted by Darian Duart. Nice play, Darian. We've mentioned before, Duart is the converted defenseman. Was a really good defenseman in middle school. He's a big, powerful kid. Kind of gives a new dimension to our attack group. Terrain Burton, the speedy right-handed dodger up top. Looks like we might clear through for him here. I'll guarantee you that Nausset's heard about Terrain. They're going to slide early to him.
oh.
Terrain is probably our best outside shooter at this point. He's got a nice compact shooting stroke, and he shoots the ball very hard and very accurately. Spencer West operating from behind on the left wing. Moves it along to Terrain. Terrain has a short stick on him, which kind of surprises me, to tell you the truth. Alex Small comes back left-handed, back to his right. Nice bounce shot.
Was that a save?
No. He got trail checked, otherwise that might have been a goal. Ty Harnischfeger brings it in. Up top to Lombardi. Now Alex Small looks like he's going to set up a right-handed dodge here. Here he goes. Comes back to his left. Oh, loses control of the ball.
Oh.
That should be Nantucket ball if it goes out. Terrain controls it. Little inexperience there. We needed to get the ball to the middle of the field there. We touched it when we were out of bounds. It'll be black ball. So we're about halfway through the first quarter and still scoreless. Both teams are being pretty methodical and patient on offense, especially Nausset. You saw Nauset's been in a couple of relatively low-scoring games. They were down by 5-3 against Sandwich going into the fourth quarter, and then ended up losing 10-5. So they can play defense, and they're patient on offense. Looks like Nauset's setting up a right-handed dodge here. And they are very, very deliberate. Number 5, Tyler Good, listed as one of their, I'm told he's one of their better players. Number 7, Andrew Sandoval, gets the ball behind. Good double team there, Nantucket. Got the ball on the ground. Sandoval comes up with it. Trevor Good again. As you can see, once again, this is a very, very deliberate offense they're running. I'm not sure that Nauset's going to win any of their individual matchups. They're going to have to move the ball if they want to score on Nantucket. Nantucket talking on defense about their 1 and 2 slides. That's crucial to communicate that, and this Whaler team's doing a good job of it. 30.
Tyler, can we run Viper, please? Thank you.
Trevor Good going to the goal. Nice trail check. Nantucket needs the number up here.
Charlie on the crease.
Nantucket did their man-to-man defense. Joel McVicker playing the ball behind. McVicker's having a real good year so far. Coaches have been very complimentary of his play. He had a really good game against North Reading. Mishandled by Nausset. Lombardi on defense.
Nantucket's playing really good D right now.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of Nantucket being real smart and patient on defense and doubling when it's appropriate, and Nauset's just very, very deliberate. The referees have told him to keep it in the box. You need to get on this kid's hands here. He's a little too close.
You'd think they'd want to take a shot, but just nothing's that open. There's a save.
It looks like Nauset's playing a real, methodical, share the ball style of offense, which is appropriate for their skills. Here goes Terrain with a one-man clear. He's got good take there by Spencer West. One really impressive thing about Nantucket this year, their first midfield, even though they've got the outstanding speed, they're dodging to share the ball more than to go to the goal, and that's a sign of a well-coached team. Darian Duarte, the sophomore, carrying behind. Out front to Alex. He's got a good matchup here. He's got a short stick. They've got the long stick on Terrain now, so the matchup should favor Alex if we cut through for him. Ben Lombardi up top. Over to Terrain. Terrain's got that long stick on him, so he might not want to go against that matchup. Although he's so quick, it doesn't really matter sometimes. He's a very Coach Aloisi calls a timeout. Smart call, Coach. Nantucket seems to be a little not confused, but they weren't really getting in their offensive patterns. I think the coach probably wants to call a timeout and go over just that. Gino, one thing, the theme that keeps coming across when I talk to the coaches this year, Coach Aloisi and Coach Gamble in particular, Assistant Coach Gamble, is that what a coachable bunch of kids these are. And, that always makes it so much easier for everybody and so much more positive for everybody. And I think you're seeing Nantucket already. I see them doing a few little things better than they were doing prior to the April break. They've had a few more practice sessions. They've been practicing now that they know who their varsity and JVs are, respectively, and they know who their starters might be. This is the time of the season when you take some time to go over the more strategy-driven parts of the game and team fundamentals, having brushed up on your individual fundamentals in the first week or so of the season.
Well, it is a beautiful day, so people actually are making it to the stands today, which is great to see.
Well, there are probably 3,000 or 4,000 people anyway out in Sconset right now, so the fact that a lot of people are here. So
were you out there at all?
Well, I live out there, so this morning.
No, but were you out there this afternoon for any of the picnic?
I came in around 12:30, but it was jammed, and they had the whole Milestone Road closed off. I remember in 1981, my first ever Daffodil Day, there were probably 50 people there.
Oh, yeah, wow. Sheesh.
You know, we talk about the season. A lot of times the coaches will talk about the season being kind of 4 segments. There's the preseason, before the games start, when you're practicing. Then there's the pre-April vacation part of the season. Now we're kind of into the big, major stretch of the season where we have 12 games to play in about 4 weeks. So we'll be playing 3 games a week till the cutoff date for the tournament, and without that many practice sessions, probably about the same number of practices as games. Mishandled by Terrain. You can see that the Nausset players respect Terrain's speed. They're not going to try to chase contest balls in the midfield because they know they can't beat him to the ball. Nantucket picks on ball. Ball is deflected before it gets to the goal, but that was a good take by Terrain.
Good job, babe.
Nantucket's got to get upfield. Cam Willett comes up with the ball. Cam Bartlett subs off as Alex Small comes on the field. It's hard to say who this deliberate pace suits more. I think Nantucket's got a little advantage in their one-on-one matchups in the midfield. I'm not sure that Nausset feels that they can beat us one-on-one. They're going to have to run some scripted patterns and plays and hope they can get some looks to the backside. But this is an athletic-looking Nausset team, and they all catch and throw well. They're going to... Oh.
There you go. God, he's a tough guy.
You know, that's the
That is a tough kid.
That's the kind of play where Nantucket did not really make space for Terrain to dodge to, but just with his quickness and speed and body strength, he was able to score. You know, if they can start making a little more space for him so he doesn't get triple teamed like he did that time, he'll be that much more dangerous. And Nantucket's been good at that so far this year. I think they're just a little out of sorts offensively, but that makes it 1-0. Unassisted goal by Terrain Burton. Austin Small taking the face off, along with Cam Willett on the wing, Cam Bartlett on the wing, along with Ben Lombardi. Nausset ball off a violation. Matt Deal brings the ball on for Nausset. Nausset setting up a one-on-one dodge up top. You have the Nausset coach telling his players not to wave at Terrain Burton's stick. Nice check there by Bartlett. McVicker chases behind. Nice pass through.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Wide air and shot by Trevor.
That was a good pass.
By Trevor Good.
Let's take. Keep working, Chad. Keep working, Chad. Keep working, Cheddar. That's the look we want. That's you, Cheddar. Hey, fight for him, Cheddar. Fight for him, Cheddar.
Sandoval behind the goal. Up top to the middies. Nantucket's got to keep talking here. This kid's a right-hander. Chase Holm, number 2. Trevor Good seems to be one of their key players. He's handled the ball a lot so far. Looks to be a right-hander. He's going to come back right here. No, he takes a shot lefty.
Ooh.
Nice save.
Very nice.
Keegan Downey came across his body there to make a real nice save. And once again, Keegan's having an excellent junior campaign so far. I don't think I've seen him give up a soft goal yet this year. Yeah, I think Nantucket has to like their one-on-one matchups if they just start to play a little more fundamentally sound and make space for one another. Nausset, here comes Spencer West. Looks like he got cross-checked in the neck there.
Let's go!
He got called for a push. That was close to being a cross-check, so we'll be up for Nantucket will be up for 30 seconds rather than a minute. And that's one thing about this Nausset team. Over the years, they've been a team that does foul a lot. They have a lot of football athletes, as does Nantucket. And you have the thing to do when they foul you a lot is to make them pay by having an effective extra man play. If you can't score an extra man, there's no incentive for them to stop playing rough. Here comes a shot right here. Oh, deflected. Oh. Kind of an unlucky play for Nantucket there. It bounced off of Spencer West's leg and deflected right to the goalkeeper. Ethan Still, the goalie, bringing it on.
Everybody should have one.
Nantucket's at a press ride right now. Real nice play by Nantucket there. They were still extra man. Now teams are at even strength. Here comes Alex. Nice look, Alex, and nice bounce shot by Spencer. That's all right. Good idea there, Nantucket. It's a way to share the ball. The powerful sophomore, Darian Duart, comes around. Trail check by Nausset. But Spencer West is up with the loose ball. That's not going to be there. We need to be a little more active off ball, guys. I'm sure that's something that will get addressed at the end of the first quarter, which is coming up in 4 seconds. Ty Hardisfigure brings on 4 seconds, guys. Oh. Good idea. Nantucket almost had a shot at the end of the first quarter there. So folks, at the end of the first quarter here on Daffodil Day from Vito Capizzo Stadium, it's Nantucket Whalers, your Whalers, 1, Nausset, nothing. Okay, folks, we're about to start the second quarter play here.
Nantucket's up 1-0.
Yeah, the Whalers hold a 1-0 lead. This is Rick Blair here with Gino Gang. Our friend Dick Herman is probably out having an egg salad sandwich.
Unfortunately, low. He had to go to a funeral, so I think he's off island.
I'm told Dick's off island.
We'll be back for our first softball game finally next week. Hopefully the weather won't hold us off.
Yeah, here Austin Starr is going to take the face-off. He's been doing most of the work at the face-off dot for Nantucket, flanked by Ben Lombardi, senior, and Cam Bartlett, a junior. Starr is a junior as well. Clamp, ball's out. Nauset's on it, but Lombardi's chasing. Nauset's long stick carrying the ball. Nausset is once again, they're just very, very deliberate. I think they're trying to find a matchup they like, and so far they have not been able to. They have had success moving the ball to the backside a couple of times. Andrew Sandoval, number 7, appears to be their top most dangerous player in the midfield, along with Trevor Good, number 5. I'm sorry, Tyler Good. It's Trevor Good and Tyler Good, 15 and 5. Chase Holm, number 2, carrying the ball for a lefty shot. Nice save there. Good save by Downey. That was a well-placed shot.
So that's 3 or 4 saves for him. Okay.
Yeah, and Nantucket's got to figure out which one of these kids has a left hand. We saw it that time. Number 15, Trevor Good. Chase Holm looks like he has a pretty good left.
He put his head, took his eye off the ball.
Looks like they got Cam Willett for a slash. Nantucket will be down a man for 1 minute on a slash. Nantucket in their zone man-down defense. When you're man down, you just want to make them take an outside shot. You don't want to give them that nice look on the crease. They feed the crease, but ball goes through. Shot hit the backside of the net. Black's in the crease, but it's a play-on situation. Keegan Downey being chased behind the goal. Pretty ill-advised pass there, Keegan, but looks like maybe we'll get away with it. Throwing the ball in the middle of the field when your man down is never a good idea. But this will be white ball on a backup. Nantucket's defenders needed to come back and help Keegan out that last time, but Nantucket was a little fortunate. Owen West will give the ball up to Ben Lombardi.
Stay, Joey, stay.
Lombardi legs it out. Looks like he's going to be double teamed. Gets it to Keegan Downey in the crease. Nice handle there by Owen West. Over to the speedy Alex Small. He'll probably try to run it out. Nantucket uses their second timeout of the first half. Both timeouts were used by Coach Aloisi to save possessions, and that's more and more common in lacrosse. Up until I'm going to say 5 years ago, the rule was that you couldn't call a timeout in your defensive half of the field. They changed it back to match the college rule, and more you see coaches saving timeouts, or saving possessions rather, by calling a timeout.
It's 1-0. We're in the second period with 9:37 left in the first half. Nantucket is up, but it's a tight game.
Yeah, I think you're seeing both teams communicate well on defense, and for you new lacrosse fans, you'll hear sometimes player adjacent, the guy with the ball, the defensive player will be saying, I'm hot. That means, or I'm one, and that means he's ready to slide and help out should his teammate get beaten. And you'll hear another player say, I'm two. That means he's going to be the second guy to slide to cover the guy who was left by the initial backup man. And both teams are doing a good job of that today, and both teams are being pretty deliberate with their dodges. Nantucket, I think if they just make a little more good space for themselves on offense, have really good matchups. I don't really think that Nauset's got great matchups. Number 2 for them, Chase Holm, looks like he's got a pretty good left and has had a couple good looks at the goal. But other than that, Nausset has not had a lot of looks at the goal today. Well, I think, as you said, Gino, Keegan Downey has, I believe, 4 or 5 nice saves so far.
And what, we've taken one shot on goal? Pretty much, on actual goal?
We've only put one shot on goal and it went in.
That's interesting.
Well, looks like Terrain's going to be triple teamed here, but he'll probably run right by it. Yep, he is so quick, folks. Flag down. I think Nauset's offsides. Nice idea there.
Man down. 2-3 flat, 2-3 back, stepped off sides, 2-3 flat. That's a 30-second.
Boy, that's the kind of play, if you're the Nausset coach, that just drives you crazy.
That's just crossing the line, right?
Yeah, he crossed the. We mentioned it before in our broadcast. Always think of the line as being a few feet away from where you really need to stop. Because unless it's a situation where the game's ending and you have to get the ball back, it just makes no sense to take a chance and stepping over. This is a 30-second extra man play. And Nausset had a triple team that time on Terrain, and he still managed to clear it. Nantucket has 2 men behind the goal in this extra man play.
Look at this.
Terrain kind of shoots through a crowd there. Bounce shot by Honnesfager. Nice save. That was a nice take by Ty. I was talking to Ty before the game and I was kind of teasing him, telling him to shoot overhand once in a while because he's got a really good sidearm shot. But he shot that one 3/4 arm, and it was a good shot. Alex forces them out. That's another, never pin yourself against the sideline, folks. When you're trying to clear the ball, run to the middle of the field.
All right.
Alex Small, the senior, brings it up.
Okay, you got 47, correct?
Behind is Spencer West. Nantucket, similar to Nausset, being nice and patient. I think Nantucket's had more quality looks at the goal than has Nausset.
Oh, that would have. There you go. And there it is. It wasn't called a goal. I thought it was.
I don't know what happened. My eyes are sort of deceiving me. Didn't you see that go in?
I thought it went in. I saw it hit the net.
That might have been the goalie's stick hitting the net.
Oh,
But, yeah,
wow.
But that was
Okay.
that was a little mirage there for us, folks. Nantucket numbering up on defense. They're playing man-to-man. Sandoval bringing it on. Over to Good.
That was his stick that hit the back. Exactly what I said.
Yeah, that's what it was. His stick hit the net.
Well, where'd the ball hit?
I didn't even see it. I think the ball might have hit the goalie's body at the same time his stick hit the net. But anyway, that was a nice. You saw another nice take by Nantucket. Sandoval here, the righty midfielder, is doing a lot of the damage. Behind to Jack Judd. Ball on the ground. Joel McVicker with a nice play. Tell you one thing about Nantucket's got a nice big physical defense this year. Nausset comes up with it, however. Up top to Trevor Good. You can hear the players calling, who's hot, who's hot. Good talk by Nantucket. Nantucket again almost left that wing player to back up. They had trouble with that against North Reading, but they managed. Joel McVicker manages to catch up. You know, the officials need to start calling a stall here if they don't make more moves to the goal.
Good, stay on that. Stay on it.
They'll tell them to keep it in the box if they determine they're stalling. Here's Sandoval with the ball again. Good speedy athlete, it looks like. Inverted behind.
Win the ground ball.
Alex Small right on that ball with his speed. Nice play, Alex. Flag
There we
down.
go.
Flag down. Nantucket just to be nice and patient here. The flag's down. Until Nantucket loses possession, it's their ball. They have basically a free shot here. Oh well. Attempted a diagonal pass, but that's okay. Nice, tough athletic play by Alex Small. And we've seen plenty of them this year. They got Nausset for a slash on that play when Alex was clearing it. You know, and I've said it before, slashes just aren't good fouls. You can push a guy, you can hold a guy, and if it prevents a good shot, that's a good foul. It's just a 30-second penalty. When you slash a guy or cross-check a guy, it rarely prevents a goal, and it's a 1-minute foul.
Is a 1 minute foul the longest foul?
No. You can have 3-minute penalties, and for illegal sticks can be a 3-minute penalty. Bad sportsmanship sometimes is called a long penalty, and a blatant unnecessary roughness can be a long penalty. Nice play. Darian Duard feeds a cutting Ben Lombardi to make it 2-0 Nantucket.
That goal is brought to you by Don Allen Auto Center. New and used cars at Don Allen Auto Center right now. Shop on island. Support local businesses. Don Allen Auto Center.
Real nice look there by Darian Duard. And Darian's a big physical kid, but he sees the field really well too. Nausset with a nice ground ball on the face-off there. Number 11, Adam Sullivan. They got Austin Starr for a hold that time. Kind of an iffy call, but that's all right. Nausset needs to get a touch. See, Nantucket shouldn't have let that guy receive the pass.
Good job, Austin. What are we in? What are we in?
Coach Aloisi is calling out the defense. Looks like Nantucket's back in their man-to-man scheme. They have a pressure zone, a quick slide zone scheme they use from time to time, but we haven't seen it yet today, and probably a good idea because Nausset doesn't seem to have the guy the guy you really have to stop. This is number 2, Chase Holm. He's got a left, so Nantucket needs to be ready to go. There he goes, lefty. Feeds the crease.
Oh!
Nice physical defense on the crease there, guys.
I mean, he had it. That net was open.
Yeah, Probably shouldn't have let him catch it, but still, we put him on his seat, and that's what you want to do. The talented long stick midi up top, Bartlett. McVicker chasing behind. Now Bartlett covering Chase Holm. Chase Holm moving the ball along. We know he's got a left. That's something we have to be aware of. Here comes another righty alley dodge. Deflected. See if Spencer West can pick it up. That was deflected by Cam Bartlett. Nice play. That's what you want to do, is get your sticks in those passing lanes. Don't let those long diagonal passes get through. Sandoval again, the righty alley dodger. You can tell he's an athlete, but he hasn't been able to get free yet today. Nice defense by Austin Starr. Nausset did a 1-4-1. They'll probably look to dodge from up top if they stay in this set. You don't want to leave those wing players if they do. Double team by Nantucket. Nice check by Bartlett. I'm sorry, McVicker. Ball by Owen West. Good job, Owen. Now, errant pass. Nice play, Nantucket. Nice heady play. Get it into Downey. Looks upfield to Bartlett. Comes up with a loose ball. Look, Nantucket has numbers here if they choose to. Shot by Bartlett.
And a save.
And a save. West up with it. Oh, Harness figure mishandled his pass. He was open. Now it's back to Spencer. I'll tell you, I'm really impressed with Spencer West this year. He's all over the field. And now you can hear the Nausset coach calling out the matchups. They want to put a long stick on. Terrain there, and the kid's pretty good, number 11. But Terrain.
Oh, there's it.
Nantucket called for holding the opponent's stick. See how Nantucket chooses to ride. Right now they've got to get upfield. Number 5, Good is wide open upfield. Nantucket needs to get on these guys. Spencer's offsides. Yep. I'll tell you, that's just one of those things you got to stop doing. Now, Spencer's offsides. He might as well run down and play defense right now because he's already offsides. It's one of those little things.
Right.
Yeah.
And they score. Does that take out the penalty?
That does take out the penalty because it was a technical. However, now Nantucket's going to get a 1 minute unnecessary roughness.
Really?
And it might be locked in. You know, not to get on anybody's case, but that's the kind of thing you see.
I didn't see that. You saw it?
Yeah, he hit him a little late. But the thing is,
I see.
that all started with an unnecessary offsides
Let's hear what
penalty.
he says.
Joey, got an offside. That flag gets waved off. You have white 45, unnecessary roughness. Man down, face.
You know, the way this game is going so far, you can kind of see why Nausset took a 5-3 deficit into the fourth quarter, a low-scoring game against a really good Sandwich team, and ended up losing by 5 goals. But this is a Nausset team that forces you to play slow. They play good defense, and little misplays like that can really cost you in these low-scoring games.
So that makes it 2-1 Nantucket with just about 2 minutes left in the first half.
Is it showing on your board?
The scoreboard apparently is off right now. Looks like we have some electric problems, and now it's back on. 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Austin Starr taking the face-off. Nantucket is the man down. They have nobody on this near wing.
I got possession for white, black, grabbing the stick.
Nantucket, that could be a big play for Nantucket.
That is a big play. Let's see what they can do here.
Spencer has to show for him. Okay, get the ball behind the goal. Get it to X. You can see Coach Aloisi saying it. Get it to X, which is the area behind the goal. Don't be in a hurry. Now that's a push with possession. That'll be a 30-second push with possession against Nausset.
Oh boy.
So the teams will be even strength. It'll be 5-on-5. In a 5-on-5 situation, really favors Nantucket, Gino, because whenever you're 5,
Wow, that was a 1 minute cross.
Oh, you got it for a cross check?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 1 minute. So Nantucket, 5-on-5 really favors Nantucket because they have the quicker athletes in the midfield. And when you have that, if you go into a 2-1-2 set and one guy clears through, there's all kinds of space to dodge to. And with the speed with Terrain and Alex up top, I think you'll likely see that. Alex is going to pick it up, or Terrain rather. Going by, Nantucket looks like they might be content to wait till the first penalty expires. Although, with a 5-on-5, it's a good idea to dodge from up top. We've got some salty language coming from the Nausset bench, I hear. Here comes Terrain with a take, barely backed up by White. You know, if you're going to dodge here in this 5-on-5, you've got to clear through. If you send one guy through off ball, there's going to be a huge space to dodge to in a 5-on-5 setting. Now, Terrain's going to clear through for Alex here, and this is a good idea. If you see what I'm saying, Gino, see how that space is going to open up?
Yes.
When you're 5-on-5 as opposed to 6-on-6, the slides are longer. There's more area to dodge to. Back to Alex, sends it back to West. Spencer mishandles and picks it up. They're in a 5-on a dice right now. Teams are at even strength again, 6-on-6.
40 seconds, guys. Defend. Let's go.
40 seconds in the first half. Spencer West turns the corner, picks it up. They got him on the head, but the ref let it go. Kicked out off Ty Harnischfeger. 30 seconds to go in the first half, guys. Nantucket has to be careful on the ride here. Don't let them get an easy clear. They send it to a wide-open midfielder. Nausset has 23 seconds to tie this game before halftime. Loose ball, nice check, up to Terrain, rather. Fast break, leads it for West. Spencer spins right-handed, shoots. Nice take, Spencer. 6 seconds left. It'll be Nantucket ball coming in from behind. Darian Duart, the sophomore, has probably looked to feed the crease right here.
Oh.
Very nice take there.
Oh, he didn't like that at all. Well, Spencer didn't like that.
1 second left. That should do it. That's the half, folks. Your Whalers leading Nausset 2-1.
And we'll be right back with second half action.